Hi, everyone. We're happy to have you with us for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Outside, Maxey. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. You know, Greg, so often we talk about depth, but how important is it for these teams to possess it?
Yeah, especially with the amount of injuries we see happen every season. It's so critical that teams have players that are ready to step up and produce and really allow you to not have to change the way you play.
Here's Maxey. After Luka Doncic's bucket, it's rebounded by Hayes. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. In the corner, it's James. Latrey. Good on the three-point shot.
You know, really impossible to know what James is thinking in advance. I mean, especially in these sets.
Pass to Grimes. Here's Embiid. And the layup's good off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Doncic. And a missed layup.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Here's Reeves. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic.
Luke is so smart to get other guys involved in the action. Very good at not forcing it and trying to do everything himself.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And really, Clark, Luka Doncic is a one-man wrecking crew on the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, he's special. His IQ, his size, the way he can make shots against tough defense. He's got the lean back. He's got the crafty moves. And I think he's a lot stronger and a little more athletic than people give him credit for being. Without a doubt, he's one of the most unique and best players that we've seen in the game. Nice work there from Doncic. Saw an opportunity to cash in and didn't let it go awry.
Here's Embiid. And that one drops. Embiid's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Out to Doncic. A three-pointer is right on target. Doncic has got 9.
Doncic always ready to let it fly once he catches it.
Pass to Embiid. .144 left here in the first quarter. Second chance shot. And he lays it up and in. He's got 6.
Hey, go to that whenever you can. I mean, Embiid has a huge advantage in size and skill.
Now, Doncic. Good D by Embiid.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. The challenge is slowing down Joel Embiid. Asked Coach what the game plan was. He said with Embiid, you know he's going to get to the line. You know he's going to get his. Our goal is to keep him away from the basket. If we get him settling for jumpers, that's a win for us. We'll see if they can force him to become a shooter in this one. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
I got pity for that rim right there, Joel Embiid. That's a big man banging that thing down.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And at 78%, he's been a consistent shooter at the line for them all season long.
And guys, that's an increase in his free throw percentage from last year. Maybe not a large one, but it is a little bit higher, so you got to like that progress.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And slam dunk by Maxey.
That's why you give Maxey freedom to do his thing, because he's terrific at creating for himself.
Doncic goes back up, and he sinks the layup. Doncic has got 11 points. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Lakers.
Your Lakers, 21. The 76ers, 20.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
Here's Vanderbilt. Missed it, even after all those chances. Nice look on this one. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And Clark for the Lakers. Their last 2 seasons ended in playoff losses to the Denver Nuggets.
And I tell you what, they fought hard both times, Kevin. The point differential was only 24 points over the 4 games in 2023 and just 11 points in 2024. LA actually led most of the 5-game series, but weren't able to advance.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
James in the post. Over George. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Pass to Grimes. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
On deep, Reeves. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Maxey looking it over. Outside for George. No good on the 3.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
On the wing, Doncic. Reeves outside. On the wing, Doncic. 4 on the shot clock. That one a little long. The 76ers leading by 3. Here's Grimes. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Inside, Vanderbilt. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Pass to Maxey. Over Reeves. Maxey, no good. Lakers trailed by 3. James in the post. That one's rebounded by Embiid. 1:22 left in the second quarter. Poked away.
Out of bounds.
To bounds. The Lakers will take possession. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. The 76ers decide to take their first time out here. Clark, we know what a great player Joel Embiid is. He was the 2023 MVP, and he was on that same road until he got injured last season.
Unfortunate to see the big fella Embiid deal with the injuries that he has throughout his career, even going back to his 1 year in college. It's unfortunate, but that has hampered what is a special, special talent in Embiid.
Some changes for Philadelphia.
Applause for your Lakers youth dance team.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They called for the 5-second violation.
76ers ball. Substitution on the court.
1:15 left in the first half. Here's Edwards, and they pick up 2. Edwards got the lead up to 5 now for the 76ers.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Now, here's Goodwin. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. 52 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Pass to McCain. This one for 3. It's good from long range. McCain's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
There's 21 seconds left to play here in the half. Clock at 6. Here's Drummond. Len grabs the board. Here's Vanderbilt. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Now just a 2-point 76ers lead.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of look.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime.
Your Lakers 29.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
And the short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we all know the Lakers have to pound the ball inside. LeBron James says, we have attackers. That's who we are. That's what we do. We're not shooting 40 to 50 threes a game. We don't have the luxury of being that team. Working it into the paint, that's what we're really good at. Kevin, they play to their strengths.
Play down the water strength. Got to do it. Thanks, D.A. Out to the right wing. Pass to Yabusele. Outside, Edwards. 5 on the clock. Here's McCain. Len grabs the board.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
And the dunk by Vanderbilt. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion. And he takes it right at the man who just scored on him.
That's the way to answer back with an in-your-face stuff.
Guys, some pride bubbling up right there. He wasn't about to be outshone.
Over to the wing. Here's Vincent. Free throw line jump shot. Almost, but it rolls out. Down low. Edwards. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. To the paint. And stolen by Drummond. Only one man back on D. A nice shot by McCain. Now it's a 3-point 76ers lead.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Goodwin feeling it out. And again, no good by the Lakers. The 76ers leading by 3. McCain's shot is off. To the right side. And stolen by Butler. And here we go. Butler heading to the hoop.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
Boy, there's not much defense available once a steal is made. That's the best time to attack on the break.
That's to Goodwin. Driving to the basket. Takes it off the glass. Goodwin got his second basket.
When he gets room like that, look out, because he will score.
Outside Butler. .139 left in the third. Pass to Yabusele. Puts up a deep 3. And rebounded by Connect. Lakers trailed by 3. Off target at the rim.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
As a junior college product, Dalton Connect, Greg, didn't have a traditional path to the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin. Spent 2 years at a JC, or at a small Division I program. Then used his extra year of eligibility to transfer to Tennessee. And there he became a first-team All-American and turned himself into a first-round pick.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And again, no good by the Lakers. To the middle. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced errors.
And so it's Hachimura who brings up the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. They trail by 3. And it's James missing. Tries to keep it alive. And a deep 3 from George. Hachimura grabs the miss. LeBron with him. Now defended by Embiid. To the inside. Hachimura, no good. Philadelphia leading by 3. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Top of the key. That shot is off. And here's the Lakers. Here's LeBron. And the dunk by Hachimura.
And his coaches and teammates love that. They want Hachimura getting after it more on that offensive glass.
Embiid with it. Over Hayes. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one.
Your Lakers, 38. The 76ers.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball.
Come on, everyone. The final quarter. Rise up. Make some noise.
Now, Maxey. Pass to George. LeBron grabs the miss. The Lakers trail. And pushing it out. Here's Los Angeles. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another injury. Michael Jordan.
Weight room muscle on display there, James. Even when he gets hit, he can still score.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Los Angeles.
Well, I think they've been lethal from beyond the arc this game, no doubt about it. Hard to defend such spot-on shooting.
And something else that stands out is how efficient they've been from the mid-range, making the most of their opportunities.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And LeBron, the only player to reach 40,000 points in his career. Clark, you're shaking your head. It's incredible, isn't it?
Absolutely remarkable, Kevin. And I did not think I would see it in my lifetime. 40,000 points. Just the sound of that is ridiculous. And, you know, he not only has lived up to the height that has followed him since he was 15 years old, he's actually exceeded it, Kevin, which is crazy.
On defense, the Lakers. Here's Embiid. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. On the wing, Doncic. Back to James. And LeBron throws it down.
And what an explosive finisher LeBron is, rocking the rim whenever he goes up like that.
Pass to Embiid. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. And that one, good.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
Doncic outside. Now here's James. Defended by George. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Here's Oubre. It's deflected. James in the post. And James throws it down.
Yet another stellar night for LeBron offensively so far. In some ways, he's just unstoppable.
Down low. Embiid. That's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Good hustle right there. I love that effort. Just a little late in the act.
Doncic outside. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. James outside. 5 to shoot. LeBron James charging through.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
Tries again. It's rebounded by Hayes. If they want to, they can milk the
And a shot from a little earlier as the Hornets get off the team bus looking very focused. They want to leave town with something to show for their efforts. Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. Hi, everyone. This is Brian Anderson at the table along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. Here are the starters for Charlotte. Ball and Miller pair up as the backcourt. Mark Williams out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Green in at the 3 slot. And for Portland, DeAndre Ayton is out there with Avdia. Then there's Sharp. Then there's Anthony Simons. And it's Kamare in at the 3. A battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
And it'll be the Trailblazers off the tip. Simons against Ball. Simons passes to Sharp. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Yeah, not afraid to finish at the rim. Sharp, just relentless.
Outside, Williams. Pass to Green. Back to Williams. Bridges outside. Just 5 on the clock. Miller, the pass to Williams. Miller against Sharp. Puts it up from 12. Offensive rebound. From the arc. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
And everybody wants to see what kind of range Sharp has. Looks like the NBA three-point line won't be a problem for him.
Ball passes to Miller.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Williams on the wing. Back to Miller. Pass to Bridges. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Grant, the Hornets are a team hoping to end a pretty substantial playoff drought.
Yeah, it's been a long time since they made a buzz in the postseason, but their return could be closer than people think. A few smart moves here or there might be all it takes.
Now here's Ball. Pass to Green. Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry. There's Ball with a 3. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
The young fella. Ball getting more and more comfortable from the corners.
Here's Kamare. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Defensive foul.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Portland shooting their first free throw of the night. So Charlotte ends up going with a new group.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. One shot.
And Brent, what you like about Toumani Camara? He'll get in there and do the dirty work for you.
Well, what a ride for him to get the recognition to become an NBA draft pick. He did all the little things to put himself in a position to succeed, and then all of a sudden can get on the floor and contribute in so many ways. Versatile defender, knocks down some mid-range shots. These are the kind of guys who you love to see build out a career. He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Here's Okogie. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
Man, the defender really went after him.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
Josh Okogie taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Robert Williams checked in for Portland. Good on both. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Portland leading. Henderson drives in. Down. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Yeah, he's just explosive. I mean, Scoot gets off the ground in a hurry and puts some emphasis on it, too.
Here's Smith. Got it up. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Portland ahead, leading by 3. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And looking at what we've seen from the Trailblazers, what do you guys think?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
They couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shines bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
What a performance. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. This is how the floor looks for the Hornets starting the second. It's Miller and Bridges teaming up at the forward spots. Ball is out there with Seth Curry, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, Jeremy Grant averaged single digits in points the first 4 seasons of his career. But over the last 4 seasons, he's scoring over 20 a game. He said it all changed for him back in Detroit, adding, quote, "I grew as a player, being the #1 option and seeing different coverages. Now I'm reaping the benefits."
2 minutes remaining in the first.
All right, Allie, thanks.
2 minutes.
And a fun fact here, Brent. The Trailblazers' name was actually chosen by the fans.
Oh, that's so awesome, B.A., to remind fans of how it is that Portland got its name. It was an open contest, and they had, I think, over 10,000 entries. And there were a couple other names that we should throw out there. It could have been the Pioneers or the Doug Furs. I think they chose wisely.
Now here's Grant. He's scoreless. Curry with a steal. Ball with it. Picked up by Grant. Ball no good. And so Grant will bring it up for the Trailblazers. And Henderson with the basket on the assist by Avdia. Henderson's got his second bucket on the night. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
The 3 from Ball. The 3 from Curry. Sinks the tray.
Timeout.
And it's a tie ball game.
The playmaking ability of Ball. So crafty and skilled at finding his guys.
Timeout called, Portland. And given LaMelo Ball is 6'7", how does this give him an advantage in his position, Greg?
Well, B.A., he's able to score on smaller guards as well as see over them and find his teammates. His height and quick decision-making are real weapons.
Going with almost an entire new group here. He's checked in for Williams. Kamara comes in for Grant. Thibault, he's checked in for Sharp. And Simon, who's subbed in for Henderson. Pass to Klingon. There's 53 seconds left in the second quarter. Avdia, and the first shot of the night for him, no good. The Hornets have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Here's Green, and the layup falls. Green's gotten his first bucket of the night. The Trailblazers have gotten nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Up top, Avdia. Still no points. Pass to Klingon. Avdia with it. Clock at 6. Out to the right wing. Here's Kamari. Williams grabs the board. Here's Okogie. Smith outside. Shoots over Klingon. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's the Hornets. They lead by a bucket. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
For your Trailblazers youth dance team.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here, welcoming you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. That guy right there is Shaquille O'Neal, and that guy right there is Kenny the Jet Smith. The first quarter for the Hornets was fairly even. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50% in the period. That's something they can hang their hat on. It took them a little while to get going, but you love what they did in the second quarter, ending with a 2-point lead. Kenny, let's get your take on Charlotte.
Playing on the road is having no effect on them. The planes, the hotels, the buses, it's a grind. It can zap your energy level. But right now, they look like the fresher team. And we'll see if they hit the wall in a second.
Shaq, how do you think Portland played?
They've been poor offensively. Under 40%, they need to stop settling. Stay patient. Move the ball around them. Find better looks. It's hard to score in this league. You got to work for it.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. The Hornets with a lead. Blockbuster trades have become more the norm here in the NBA, Grant. Just ask Portland in 2023.
Yeah, the Trailblazers were at the center of some big moves, but that's just how it's done now. Entire teams can be restructured in the process of a single transaction.
They've got Shaden Sharp, Denny Avdia out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then there's Anthony Simons, and it's Kamari in at the small forward position. That's the group starting the second half for Chauncey Billups. And it's Simons missing.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Miller outside. Ball outside. No good from outside. Blazers trail by 5. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And that one's good.
Well, Simons, if we got a replay of that, you could see his eyes just get huge there. He had a great chance to finish that one off.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That's on Anthony Simons. It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for the Hornets, LaMelo Ball, 2 shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Ball.
You got to respect the enthusiasm LaMelo Ball brings to his game. He thrives out here under the bright lights with all eyes on him.
Grant's checked in for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Charlotte. Curry comes in for Green. So Ball nails both of them. And in recent seasons, Grant, almost no team's been hit by the injury bug as much as the Hornets.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, you wonder what they could have done if they'd stayed healthy. They built the team around key players, and those guys have just missed a lot of time.
Charlotte leading by 5. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. It's tipped. Simons with it. Nurkic picks him up. Here's Ayton. Goes back up. No good at the rim. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. Here's Ball. The kick out. Curry. Miller outside. From behind the arc. Sharp grabs the miss. Sharp's got 4 rebounds now. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
The Blazers have a lot to learn. Coach Chauncey Billups said, I owe it to these players to coach them. The only way I know to do that is with honesty. It's always coming from a good place. Once you know that, then you take it with love. I lead with love. I don't lead with fear. Brian?
That's a Hall of Fame mentality, Allie. He's been in their shoes. Here's Nurkic. Portland making their last shot. Charlotte again missing.
And that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
And here's Simons outside. Rebounded by Nurkic. Charlotte leading by 3. Here's Curry. Got a piece of it. Simons against Bridges. Lets it go from 14. Pass to Kamari. Nurkic with some nice D. That'll count. That shot off the mark. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. Charlotte on top, leading by 3. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was the choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hornets. Smith out there with Josh Okogie. Then there's Mark Williams. Then there's Josh Green. And it's Diabate in at the 4-man position. Now here's Thibault. Solid defense from Williams.
Well, we talk about the value of great rim protection. That's a shot he typically makes.
Smith outside. Outside, Green. They got the rebound over Avdia. No good, a bit long that time. Blazers trail by 3. Henderson scanning the floor. Pass to Sharp to tie it up. Pure from 3-point range.
And you see right there the practice time Sharp's put in. Sound shooting mechanics for a guy who hasn't played a lot of games in his career.
With the 10-footer. Portland with a rebound. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead for Charlotte. They've gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Okogie, the pass to Williams. Here's Smith. Avdia pulls it in. The Trailblazers have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Sharp, no good. Charlotte has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Pass to Diabate. Smith against Avdia. From 12 feet. Again the miss by the Hornets. So it's Portland now. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. Here's Sharp. Can't hit that one. Charlotte is shooting just 24% in this one. Not great. Pass to Diabate. Here's Smith. Avdia pulls it in. Now Portland with it. Outside Tyler. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That's on Mark Williams.
And if you can't force the turnover on that play, then that's not a bad foul.
Matisse Thybulle. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that gives him a lead. Charlotte making some changes. Miles Bridges checked in for Diabate. Miller comes in for Okogie. And LaMelo Ball is subbed in for Smith. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
They come away with the lead, but I'm sure he's kicking himself over that last miss.
What a huge trip here.
Absolutely. You can feel the energy in this arena.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Off the outside. Pass to Aiden. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Now a timeout called by Charlotte. They trail by 1. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Fans, let them hear from you. Make some noise for your Blazers answer. To get loud for your...
All right, we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Shaedon Sharpe.
Yeah, really the standout element of this game tonight was his offense. His ability to get inside, but cutting the defense to shreds, finding lanes, even making them, and relentlessly attacking the hoop.
Ball with it. Still need this. No good from three-point range. So a close game sees Portland taking this one. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. We'll see you next time.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Thompson and Harris are their forwards. Hardaway is out there with Cade Cunningham. And it's Duren in at the 5. And for Cleveland, Mitchell and Strus are your wingmen. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. And it's Garland in at the point guard. And Greg, what stands out for both of these rosters is that they both feature top-tier athleticism.
And Kevin, that bodes well for us, right? There's a lot of speed, some great athleticism. I'm sure we're going to get some highlight reel plays tonight.
Now here is Hardaway. And the pass to Harris. 4 on the clock. Here's Cunningham. Here's Duren. Lays it up off the glass.
First points of the night, and you know this is going to be a battle of matchups.
What's going to be fascinating to watch is which matchups are they willing to go exploit. Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
And Doris, the Cavs had a very successful 23-24 season. 47 wins and the number 4 seed in the East.
And Kevin winning a playoff series, their first one without LeBron James since 1993. Most of the players on the floor weren't even alive back then. Incredible to think of it in that context.
And here is Garland, following the three-pointer by Cade Cunningham. Allen, that one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Boy, that's a little bit of toughness and concentration. Jarrett Allen under duress of the defense. Nicely done.
Harris outside. Mobley with the rebound. And so Allen will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's a 3-point game. Oh, that was something!
How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
A minute 20 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Duren. He kicks it to Hardaway. Pistons passing it around. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
No good there. Great defense that time from Duren. For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Cunningham against Garland. Cunningham's shot is off. Cavaliers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And Mobley throws it down.
Wow, that is some big-time airtime by Evan Mobley. My goodness.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. Garland against Cunningham. 6 on the shot clock. Puts up a 3. With the clock winding down, and Thompson throws it down.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Pistons lead by 3. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on the Pistons so far?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there, and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
Here's Green. DeAndre Hunter out there with Isaac Okoro. Then there's Mobley. And it's Green, and it's Jerome in at the point. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Here's Hunter. Passes it to Mobley. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Boy, no question, Evan Mobley is brimming with potential, and you love his attitude, his work ethic. This guy, the sky's the limit.
Cleveland shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
Free throw good, Mobley.
What you have to appreciate so much about Evan Mobley is his strong work ethic. This guy says he wants to be an all-time great, but he also puts in the work.
And both free throws good for Mobley. And we see, as in baseball doors, the introduction of the pitch timer to increase the pace of play. Do you think the NBA is taking notice of that?
What I know, Kevin, unequivocally is the NBA is in a constant state of monitoring its product and how can it make it more fan-friendly. The only criticism to me that's redundant is the pace of reviews. And the league is trying to streamline that to the best of their ability.
To the left side wing. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Collins kicks to Beasley. No good from outside.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Here's Jerome. He's covered by Fontecchio. Shot from 12. Holland with the rebound. The Pistons lead it. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. Obviously, the Pistons in the midst of a long rebuild. 2 seasons in a row at the bottom of the league standings. Last season, they had the worst record in this once-proud franchise's history. That counts the record-setting 28-game losing streak that they had. It's pretty clear that this could be a long road back to redemption. Kevin?
Yeah, could is the operative word. This could be indeed. David, thank you. Mobley misses.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Beasley, the pass to Schroeder. 54 seconds left in the first half. Shot clock at 6. Beasley inside. He's against Green. And Stewart gets it to go. Stewart's got his second basket of the night.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Here's Hunter. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Holland, covered by Hunter. Collins kicks to Beasley. Good D by Mobley. Here's Jerome. For 3, Hunter. It doesn't go for him. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Pistons ahead, leading by 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Please give a big round of applause to your Cavaliers.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Bernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. It was a closely contested first quarter for Detroit. Their biggest lead in the first, 5 points. Scoring-wise, they broke even in the second, so little ground was lost there. Kenny, what's your take on Detroit so far?
They found a slight edge on the board, and they've done it with nothing but raw determination. I mean, look, they've got talent, but the passion is there, and that separates these guys. They're simply refusing to give up possession.
Shaq, how do you think Cleveland played?
They didn't get much help from the bench, Ernie. They could really use that spark to balance the load. Some nights you get the job done with your starters, but you can't depend on them to do everything.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. The Cavaliers trail by 3. On the floor for Detroit. Inside for him, it's Harris and Duren. Cunningham is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Thompson in at the 3 spot. Here's Cunningham. And that one drops for him. Cunningham's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Pistons. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Cavaliers. Outside Garland. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Doors when the Cavaliers made the trade for Donovan Mitchell. Darius Garland then began to do a lot of his work off the ball.
He had to, Kevin, and he made no secret of the fact that this was an adjustment. When you are accustomed to being the primary initiator, moving off the ball takes time. But to his credit, he's adapted beautifully.
And the first one at the line is good. G.A., you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that 3. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his looks.
All free throws good from Garland.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Pass to Harris. Cavaliers with the rebound. Mobley's got his 4th rebound in this one. Mitchell kicks to Mobley. Mitchell passes to Garland.
2 minutes.
Teardrop shot. Allen. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second team foul.
That's on Jalen Duren.
Well, this is exactly the kind of position you want Jared Allen shooting from, right? He gets excellent position, makes defenders nervous this close. Good job drawing that foul.
And he can't get the first one. He hits the second from the line. And, well, Detroit shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Cunningham outside. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Here's Garland, picks one up.
Oh, tough stuff. Cunningham inside, enduring the foul and able to get that one off.
It's his first trip to the line.
And looking back last season, how about 87% from the line? So that's obviously nothing to sneeze at.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham, a talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Hunter's checked in for Evan Mobley. That one misses. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Now the pass to Garland. Cleveland moving the ball around. Pass to Allen. The shot, no good. Great defense that time from Duren. Cunningham inside, guarded by Garland. Cunningham's shot is off. Cavaliers shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end. Mitchell kicks to Allen. Garland looking it over. Spruce against Thompson. Into the lane. Down the clock. Allen, that's good.
And how about the quick thinking on the catch and shoot? Have to applaud Allen's decision making there.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone.